Good afternoon. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News for Mountain Comfort Furnishings and Design. We're taking a look at those snow stakes, and Beaver Creek's the winner, 10 inches since 6 a.m. Here in Summit, it's Breck with about 6 inches. The snow is moving out tonight, and the cold rolls in. Wind chills as low as -20 overnight. A 19-year-old woman from Los Angeles is the lone victim in yesterday's fatal car accident on Highway 9. State Patrol reports she was driving alone when she veered off the road near Ute Pass and crashed into trees. Roads were dry and traffic was light. Speed and drugs are suspected. Short-term rental advocates have bashed local government for restricting their properties without data. Now they say they have data, and they paid for it. It's in a new report by a realtor group, Western Mountain Resort Alliance. This report highlights the good from STRs. They support thousands of jobs in Summit and generate $1.7 billion every year. It also debunks myths like this. There are actually slightly fewer STRs today than in 2018, but they're used more often. 9 in 10 are second homes, 6 in 10 are condos, about half are owned by front rangers. Another myth it challenges: STRs are to blame for skyrocketing home prices and dwindling selection. Instead, it blames urban flight post-COVID and slow construction post-recession. Summit County is hosting 2 open houses tomorrow for the latest on Lake Hill affordable housing. First begins at 11 at the school district admin building in Frisco by the middle school. Second begins at 5 at the senior center in Frisco. The outlets in Silverthorne told Summit County assessor they're not worth as much as they once were, and the assessor agreed. This agreement will trim $2.8 million off the outlet's value and save them $13,000 in property taxes. Tax reports are in for all of last year, showing Frisco was up and Breckenridge was down, but just barely. Frisco had its best year ever, 3% higher than 2022. Breckenridge had its second best year. The town lost $13 million, most of that from short-term rentals. Today we are in the classroom at the Peak School, where Liz Roush is teaching a new approach to sustainability.
I think a lot of students come into my class thinking that sustainability, we're going to be recycling things and hugging trees.
Not in her class. They plant veggies.
The CSA greenhouses a couple times a year, helping HC3 over there.
They analyze snowmaking.
We looked at Copper Mountain and how we share this common resource and all the pressures that are put on all these different groups who want to use it.
They see how compost is made.
Take a trip to the landfill every year, and getting them on the ground and actually seeing it is really valuable.
In her class, she says, sustainability is not a concept. It's something you do.
They leave the class having a broader perspective of what it really means to find balance.
Thanks again for going in the classroom, proudly presented by Heavenly Times Hot Tubs and Billiards and the Summit Foundation Bright Futures Fund. In sports, the Avalanche play the Stars tonight at 7:30. And in local sports, 2 boys and 2 girls were just named to the All-Conference basketball team. Congratulations to Summit's Emilio Jane and Eddie Gutierrez and Dusa Basila and Kenya Rodriguez. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.